Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Hi, Lieutenant. How are you doing? Aw, did you find your land nav point, Lieutenant? Good job, Lieutenant. You get a
Expert Action Badge.
Put on your uniform right.
Expert Action Badge.
Show up to work on time.
Expert Action Badge.
Qualify on your weapon.
Expert Action Badge. Badge of Action.
Find your guidon.
Expert Action Badge.
That's right. Just doing your noble warrior task and drills, you get a
Expert Action Badge.
each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Shit in a bag, Pogue. Badge of Action. The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio. Action Badge.
What is going on, WTF Nation? It's KJ coming at you from Jose's Taco Truck. I stopped doing donuts outside the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence because I got yelled at for it. So now I installed this badass fucking hydraulic kit, and now I'm just bouncing the front end nonstop. I may have caused a couple of grease fires in the back, but no big deal. I got a fire extinguisher. Oh yeah, it's a good day. It's a great day. I got my first guest. Ooh, I'm so excited. I got Jonathan Davis, Esquire, from Veteran Esquire Legal Solutions coming in. We're going to talk law stuff and legal stuff and fighting the VA and all that fun jazz. And that'll be coming at the second hour of the Jose's Taco Truck. But right now, it's Thursday. And I always start with my favorite topic, which is grinding my fucking gears. You know what really grinds my gears? We're going to talk the legal system real quick. We're going to talk about the courts. We're going to talk about the beauty and joy that is our legal system. So, you know what grinds my fucking gears? Is that whenever the fuck you need to change something, any kind of document, any kind of contract, and you're just, a poor fucking boy like I am, can't afford a fucking lawyer. What the fuck is with pricing for lawyers? I get it. You go to school, you spend thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of fucking dollars. You have a service which is fucking critical for the continuance of this nation, and you charge thousands of fucking dollars. It's brutal. Hey Doc, I see you in the Facebook chat. What's going down, fam? Hey Joseph. It's just absolutely brutal. I mean, fucking a retainer is $3,000 average, $3,000 fucking dollars. Who the fuck is $3,000? Which average Joe has $3,000 to drop down and say, there you go, here's $3,000. Don't worry about it. I'm good. I'm golden. Let's do this. I sure as shit don't. And then another thing. You ever go down to the fucking courthouse? Like, okay, I was trained to be a paralegal. I spent a lot of fucking time going to the courthouse and meeting the people at the courthouse. And talking to people at the courthouse. And the part that hated me the most was the fucking office. Going in there, it was worse than going to talk to fucking S1. Talking to S1 yielded more fucking results than going to a fucking county clerk. Going to S1, I knew I could fucking get something done. Why? Because the fucking lieutenant in charge was halfway fucking decent, the NCO in charge was halfway fucking decent, and my S1 was actually fucking decent. So going to my S1, I didn't dread going to my S1. I actually enjoyed that experience. I anticipated a good time because I'd go in there, oh, hey, Kaz, how you doing? What's up? Oh, nothing much. How's the kids? How's the wife? It's like a fucking Italian mafia. I go to the county clerk office. Hey, I need to file this complaint. Did you fucking make sure you had the right amount of pages? What? Well, all complaints need to be at least 4 fucking pages with at least a cover page. And don't forget, you need to be an Arial font, size 12. This looks like size 13.5. Bitch, I'm gonna fucking strangle you. Just take my fucking money and file a complaint. though. Just some fuckery that always happens whenever you go deal with the court system. And yeah, I'm the first person to be like, oh my god, I love the court system because they're so fucking, they're meant to be fucking neutral. But at the same fucking time, Jesus fucking Christ, the people that get employed there are just absolutely fucking pissed off. They have to be the most just pissed off and aggravated people in the entire fucking world. Like, a prerequisite must be the question, how grumpy can you be at 9 a.m.? And can you maintain that level of grumpiness throughout the entire fucking day? It's just... I'd rather go deal with an S1. I'd rather go deal with fucking 135 armored S1. Or fucking... I'd rather go deal with, I don't know, fucking something from Fort Bragg. Or Polk. I'd rather live and work in Polk than have to deal with a fucking another courthouse. Which is why I got out of the legal profession, because fuck that shit. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. So, let's go to some news real quick. We got some things happening in Pennsylvania. Quick update. A U.S. Marshal and suspected gunman were killed today in shootings in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. The officers were all part of a task force serving a warrant on a woman along the 1800 block of Mulberry Street around 6:30 a.m. They attempted to serve it. A man came out of a building and fired on the officers, hitting 3. Harrisburg Mayor Eric Pappenfuse said the Harrisburg officer who was wounded returned fire and critically injured the gunman. More information is expected to be released at 2 p.m. news conference. WGAL will broadcast that on air and online. I'm going to be updating this as it continues. Governor Tom Wolf of Pennsylvania tweeted the following. Francis and I are saddened to hear the tragic news, praying for the officers involved and their families. I'm in constant contact with law enforcement and grateful for their swift action. It's becoming a trend. It's becoming a fucking trend, and we called it on the fucking on the New Year's show. Greg Klatt and I called it. It's becoming a trend where officers are responding to domestics, officers are responding to serving warrants, and oh hey, here's a chance to kill some cops. Let's fucking go. It's becoming a fucking trend. So to all my brothers and sisters that are in the blue, please be smart. Call for a battle buddy. All that shit. Superior firepower. Because this is a horrible trend that's developing, especially in the first 3 weeks. We've had 3 incidents. 3 incidents in the first 3 weeks of the year. 3 separate incidents where they've gone to do one thing, answer a domestic dispute, hear a case of domestic violence, or in this case serving a warrant, and another party has come in and started shooting up. It's becoming a trend. Please be careful out there, guys. Oh, God. So, of course, let's talk about my favorite person in the whole fucking world. Stormy Daniels. So, Stormy Daniels' porn searches soar over the alleged Trump affair. For those who don't know, at some point, President Trump and Stormy Daniels signed some documents and had some frisky little fun time that could be assumed. I'm not 100% on that, but it can be assumed. It's alleged. And the Donald Trump effect on the popularity of porn star Stormy Daniels has been nothing short of, and I quote, huge. Pornhub Insights, the data analytics blog of porn streaming mecca Pornhub, shows worldwide users online searches for the porn star peaked at 375% above the 2-week average on January 14th, just 2 days after the Wall Street Journal reported that Trump paid her $130,000 ahead of the 2016 election to keep quiet about their alleged sexual encounter. Adult Video News Hall of Fame porn star Stormy Daniels has appeared in adult videos since the early 2000s, but recently shot to the forefront of public attention when her backdoor dealings with U.S. President Trump were revealed. The data was collected after Newsweek requested it from the website, which found that searches for Stormy Daniels increased from a daily average of 2,500 to more than 2 million in just 5 days. 5 days. 5 days! 2,500 to 2 million in 5 days? Hell yeah, that's some traffic. Wish I could get that kind of traffic. And the Trump effect was, perhaps unsurprisingly, biggest in Washington, D.C., where searches peaked at 332% above the 2-week average there on January 14th, compared to 272% throughout the rest of the United States. Newsweek also cited Pornhub data from 2016 that found that Trump himself saw a spike in traffic last year, particularly during his second and third debates against Hillary Clinton. Both Trump and Clinton have been parodied in skin flicks, equally horrifying. And searches containing Trump are 144% more popular than those containing Clinton. So, let's fucking look at the American people there. We like to jerk off. We like to paddle our canoes and spank and whack our weasels to Donald Trump over Hillary Clinton. I mean, okay then, way to fucking go, America. I mean, who the hell is looking for President Trump porn? Who the hell is looking for Hillary Clinton porn? Y'all are some sick fucks. Daniels, whose real name is Stephanie Clifford, was inducted into the Adult Videos News Hall of Fame in 2014, 12 years after starting her career with Wicked Pictures. She made her directorial debut in 2004 and then began working as director-screenwriter, working primarily in female-focused films like Divorcees, Meant to Be, and Good Will Humping. Oh, man. She's also made appearances in mainstream movies like The 40-Year-Old Virgin and Knocked Up, according to AVN. Good Will Humping. That's gotta be great. I wonder who they got to. I wonder who they got to play fucking Will, Matt Damon's character or Robin Williams' character. That's fucked up. So we like to jerk off to Trump, and she made a movie based off of Good Will Hunting. God help us. What are we becoming as a country? Trump's helping out the economy again. Look at the growth he is creating. Yeah, growth in some people's pants, apparently. Okay. What else is going on in the world? Do we want to talk about North Korea? No, I'm not talking about North Korea. Trump denies changing his position on border wall. I don't give a fuck. In time of fake news awards, Apple capitalizing new tax law. There's not a lot of good stories today. Not really a lot of good news, just fucking bleh, But I am going to say this. After an entire season of not watching football, and I'm going insane because I love football. I love my Patriots. I am a diehard Patriots fan. I had a Bledsoe jersey before my ex-wife burnt it. And I had a Brady jersey before, same thing. I love the New England Patriots, and I can't wait for my glorious Patriots to go to the Super Bowl, because I will be going to the Super Bowl. But that isn't the point of the story. The point of the story is wings. So, of course, you got to have wings when you watch football. And this entire football season, I haven't been watching football. I haven't been having wings. I haven't been going to my wing place and getting wings. And so for the first time in 2 years, and I didn't show up for the entire season. I didn't pick up wings for my usual Sunday ritual of stuffing my face with fried chicken and hating myself afterwards. I walk in there for the first time this season, and they look at me and they go, KJ? I'm like, hey guys, what's going on? You haven't been here all season. No, I haven't. How you doing? What's going on? Come, sit down. I was like the prodigal son. Come, sit down. What's been going on? Get him a drink. He needs a beer. Get him a beer. So, of course, beer gets put in front. Just, here's a beer. Oh, cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Not a problem. What's been going on? How have you been? I haven't seen you. Are you okay? How's your wife? How's this? Is everything okay? Now, these are people that, when I got married, I live streamed my wedding. Because it was at a very small venue. We did it in a cabin, and there can only be 15 people. And I invited them to watch along with everyone else, because I got to know them, and I treated them well, and they treated me well. And for a good 3 hours, I'm sitting there getting interrogated because I haven't shown up all season. They thought I was dying. They thought I was dead. They thought I disappeared from life. And lo and behold, I'm sitting there going, wow, this is hella good customer service. They really want my money. And then I realized, oh my God, they actually like me. Oh my God, oh fuck. I have friends. I have friends that own a wing place, and I'm sitting there, and as you see me looking down, I had this realization while talking to them. All of a sudden, I looked up, and I couldn't do it, but this is the face that was going inside my head of, I have friends that own a wing place. Oh, yeah! So, of course, this Super Bowl, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to place a Super Bowl order. Don't worry about it. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not going to place a Super Bowl, KJ. Don't worry about it. We've got you covered. We're just glad you're okay, KJ. How many wings are you going to want? Well, I could have I'll take, about 50, me, my wife, a couple people. No. We'll get you a whole platter. You're going to get 200 wings. You're going to get 6 different sauces. You're going to get 8 different types of dip. We're going to make sure you have the best fries. We're going to shuck the potatoes ourselves. Okay, I'm liking this. So, hey, if you're in Tennessee and you want to have a great fucking Super Bowl party, come hit me up, guys. I'm going to watch the Patriots take down whatever fucking team they're saying is going to be the opponent. Because we all know the Patriots lost first game of the season. They're gonna go ahead and bada bing bada boom through the Super Bowl. Because that's what's going to happen. So, in other news, another sports news. Oh, fuck you, Washington Post. I wanted that article up, but apparently, Larry Nassar is going through hearings right now. I guess I can't do that because I fucking used all my goddamn Washington Post articles this month. Fuck you, Washington Post. Okay. So, in other world-ending news, because fuck it, why not? Potentially, Bandit, stop knocking on my door. Potentially hazardous asteroid bigger than Earth's tallest building will zoom past us next month. I, for one, welcome our new asteroid overlord, AJ-129, who is set to fly by Earth at a whopping 67,000 miles per hour next month, but there is no need to worry, scientists say. The 0.7-mile-long body, larger than the tallest building on Earth, Dubai's half-mile-high Burj Khalifa skyscraper, will rocket past our planet on February 4th by 2.6 million miles, giving it no chance of hitting us. Using a personal auto... Oh, God. That was the same fucking fun. I started reading a goddamn advertisement. Potentially hazardous asteroids, or PHAs, are not uncommon. According to a 2013 report on NASA's website, there are over 1,000 PHAs out there and possibly more yet to be discovered. PHAs are defined by NASA as near-Earth asteroids whose minimum orbit intersection distance, MOID, with the Earth is 0.05 in astronomical units or less, and whose absolute magnitude is 22.0 or brighter. One astronomical unit is, oh my god, fuck me, 149,597,870,700 miles, or approximately the average distance between the Earth and the Sun. So we don't start stressing until they are closer to us than the Sun is. Gotcha. 2002's AJ-129 is expected to be the largest and speediest space object to whiz past Earth in 2018, according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. NASA has I can't speak today. NASA has not yet responded to a request for comment from Fox News. Astronomers almost unanimously agree that no asteroid, particularly those of near-Earth variant, will hit our planet in our lifetime. However, if one of this size were to hit us, it could cause some serious damage. Ooh, here comes the good part. When discussing the 3-mile-wide 3200 Phaethon, which flew past Earth in mid-December, Boston University astronomy professor Michael Mendello told Time that an asteroid of this size this kind of object would cause a catastrophic collision should there be one, before adding that it's highly unlikely. In addition to the aforementioned 3200 Phaethon and 2002 AJ-129, Earth has had some close calls with giant space rocks in recent months. In August of 2017, a 2.7-mile-wide asteroid dubbed Florence, they give them such polite names, passed by Earth at a safe distance of 4.4 million miles, roughly 18 times the distance between Earth and the Moon. And in October 2012, TC4, a space rock estimated to measure between 50 and 100 feet, passed safely by Earth by 26,000 miles and was used to test Earth's International Warning Network. If an asteroid were ever to threaten the Earth, NASA has a plan to fight it off. Hopefully it doesn't involve sending Bruce Willis. In June, the agency unveiled a video using 3D modeling techniques and one of its supercomputers in an effort to produce simulations on a variety of asteroid impact scenarios. The work is being done by experts on the Asteroid Threat Assessment Project at NASA Advanced Supercomputing Facility at Ames Research Center in California's Silicon Valley. The efforts are in conjunction with NASA's Planetary Defense Coordination Office. The research has been shared with a number of different parties, including university scientists, national research labs, and different government agencies. But what is the plan? Are we going to launch missiles? Are we going to just fucking board a bunch of arcs and fly off to the Andromeda Galaxy? What is the plan? Separately, in 2016, NASA opened a new office to track asteroids and comets that come too close to Earth, known as the Planetary Defense Coordination Office, and they have a hyperlink. I'm going to it. Okay, so frequently asked questions at the Planetary Defense website. Finding and tracking, categorizing those objects, planning and implementing measures. But what are you going to do if one comes and hits us? Come on, you gotta have something. We gotta have like lasers or nukes or something. Come on, I want my Halo dreams to become a reality. Come on. Would it be possible to shoot down an asteroid that is about to impact Earth? An asteroid on a trajectory to impact Earth could not be shot down in the last few minutes or even hours before impact. No known weapon system could stop the mass because of the velocity at which it travels, an average of 12 miles per second. God damn it. Why the fuck do you even have it then? That's what we need to have. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we need to pool our resources and develop right now a weapon that can travel at 12 miles per second or faster. And we can use that to blow up asteroids. And then we can live out our United Nations Space Command dreams and have Spartans and fucking and ODST and all that fun shit. I feel that if we learn how to destroy asteroids, then we can have our fucking cool ass, Pillar of Autumns and fucking Mac cannons, and I can get my BR-55 battle rifle and be like pew 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 at all the fucking Covenant races. But I digress. It's kind of depressing to know that if an asteroid comes, we're fucked. So we need to get on this, guys. We're like I said on Tuesday, we're veterans. We can make anything happen. We can design a anti-asteroid defense system, which then thrusts us into the future of interstellar space travel and fighting a genocidal war with the Covenant. Sorry, last night after I got off of Counter-Strike, I started playing a lot of Halo because I was just eerily depressed at my abilities to shoot things, and I needed to play something where I was actually good at. So, yeah. But yeah, that's we could almost get killed this in the next month or so. That's always exciting. There is absolutely fucking nothing in the news today. It's just dead. This is boring. So what have you guys been up to? I've just been sitting here playing video games and hanging out. I see D-Max joined. Hey, what's up? Let's check the chat. Great news. Tennessee medical marijuana bill passed on first consideration. Oh, whoa. What? Hold the phone. Tennessee medical marijuana bill? Let's see. Okay, January 12th. What is... Oh, fuck you. I don't care about your goddamn fucking story. Oh, come on. That's New Hampshire. Doc, that sounds awesome, dude. Do you have a link or something for me that I can look up? Because all I'm getting is a you must pay $13.99 a month to get fucking access to our fucking news story. Tennessee bill. Tennessee bill against same-sex. What? Whoa. What is my state doing? Tennessee bill against same-sex marriage back in... Fuck you, H&R Block. Back in the General Assembly. Hold the fucking phone. We got a news story. A once-killed bill not popular among supporters of gay marriage is now back in the Tennessee General Assembly. The Tennessee Natural Marriage Defense Act would proclaim that the Supreme Court's decision on gay marriage doesn't apply in Tennessee and government leaders don't have to abide by it. The bill is being sponsored by Representative Ryan Williams from Cookeville and discussed in the Civil Justice Subcommittee meeting on Thursday. Today, the bill was once sponsored by May Beavers, who is now running for governor of Tennessee. It's co-sponsored by Mark Pody. During a news conference 2016, Beaver and Pody were booted out of the room when answering questions about the natural marriage bill and the bathroom bill. Okay. Let's see this fucking bill. Let's fucking read it. Because here, okay, you know, no, while I'm looking for it, I'm going to fucking rant for a minute. You fucking idiots. The Supreme Court is the highest fucking court in the land, and they determine what is legal and what isn't legal. And where is it? I need to see this fucking bill. There we go. Family Action Council of Tennessee. You'll have it. I actually know you guys. I trust y'all. Bill 752. Let's see what this is. Load. Come on. Hurry up. I'm waiting on you. As with the similar bill filed last year, there's potential legal issues with the bill's written because it's a requirement the state ignore or nullify any court decision, including the U.S. Supreme Court, that issues a ruling contrary to the Tennessee state policy on marriage. Let's look at the House bill. Jesus fucking Christ. The sponsorship change, taken off a notice for Callan's Civil Justice Committee. Wow. Basically, all it fucking does is it's saying to Tennesseans that we cannot, if you're gay and you're in Tennessee, you can't get married. Yeah, let that go through. Because here's the issue. Gay marriage is legal in the United States, folks. Sorry, it's fucking legal. The Supreme Court said it was fucking legal. And the Supreme Court is the final authority for all fucking law in the United States. So, of course, with that being said, when you try to process a bill as such that goes against what the Supreme Court says, because for whatever reason you decide to be retarded for the day, it's going to get instantly challenged. And when it gets challenged, it's going to get brought back up to the Supreme Court, of which the Supreme Court will smack it down. But the biggest pain in the ass is it's going to cost me and other taxpayers in Tennessee money. And you ask, oh, what do you mean? Well, our taxes, we don't have a state income tax, but the sales tax will get applied, our sales tax that we have to pay will get applied to this. And then it won't get applied to, fixing our infrastructure, or, helping with the homeless situation, or the Department of Veteran Affairs, or any of that shit in our state. So what you're looking at is an absolute waste of fucking time, because the minute they pass this, some gay couple here in Tennessee is going to challenge it in courts, and it's going to get overthrown. It's going to get ruled in the Tennessee courts as, it's valid, it's Tennessee. And then when it goes up to the Supreme Court's going to sit there and look at Tennessee, and then pull down Tennessee's pants and spank our fucking peepees for being fucking stupid. Jesus fucking Christ, Tennessee, get it out of your fucking ass. I'm sorry, gay marriage is fucking legal. Deal with it. We've talked about this before, Doc. I'm over in Nash Vegas, bro. I'm in Nashville. I'm with all the fucking jackassery here. Oh, what else is going on in the fucking world? This is a problem with news today, is that some days you have really great news stories and things are happening, and some days our president decides to tweet and confuse the entire fucking GOP. God fucking damn it. Why? Oh, fuck me. Here we go. Trump baffles GOP with tweet scrambling shutdown talks. President Trump undermined his own party's plan to avert a looming government shutdown on Thursday after tweeting that a key Democratic bargaining chip shouldn't be attached to the funding package. The 17-word tweet threw Capitol Hill into a state of confusion ahead of what is already expected to be a tight vote in the House tonight. Republicans on both ends of Pennsylvania Avenue were trying to decipher what exactly the president meant by declaring a popular children's health care program should be part of a long-term solution as opposed to a 30-day or short-term extension. The strategy that Speaker Paul Ryan and his leadership team are pursuing would attach a 6-year reauthorization of the Children's Health Insurance Program to a stopgap government funding measure as a way to sweeten the pot for wary Democrats in both the House and Senate. But Democrats have been cool to the proposal, arguing that Republicans have shut them out of talks and voicing frustrations that the bill does not deal with young immigrants known as Dreamers, who faced deportation beginning as early as March because of Trump's decision to end an Obama-era program sheltering them. Trump's early morning tweet, the second in as many weeks, that appeared to contradict the GOP strategy ahead of a key House vote, comes as House GOP leaders are still scrambling to lock down last-minute votes for a 1-month continuing resolution, or CR. Current government funding runs out Friday at midnight. Trump needs to wake up, a senior House GOP lawmaker said after the president tweet in a rare fit of frustration. I have no idea what he means by his tweet, another House Republican chimed in. A 6-year long-term extension is pretty significant. I'm baffled by it, honestly, added a senior House GOP aide. It certainly doesn't help or look good. Speaker Paul Ryan was more sanguine. It's actually not causing us problems at all, he told reporters at a press conference, noting that he has spoken to Trump Thursday morning. Thursday's confusion harkened back to last week when another Trump tweet set off panic on Capitol Hill just 3 hours before the House was set to vote on a controversial legislation to renew the National Security Agency's warrantless surveillance program. Wait, what? How did that miss my fucking eye? As the House whipped support for the bill, Trump slammed the law by saying it may have been used by the Obama administration to so badly surveil and abuse the Trump campaign. After a series of emergency phone calls, Republicans sorted out the confusion and managed to pass a reauthorization. GOP leaders sought to do the same damage control on Thursday after Trump's chip tweet. I am sure where he stands. He fully supports passing this legislation, said Ryan, who added that Trump made it clear to him that he supports the House GOP strategy. It's very obvious he doesn't. When a president... Okay, so as we all know, there's three branches of fucking power in our government. You have the fucking legislation, you have the fucking executive, you have the fucking judicial. They all have the balance of powers. They all can veto, they all can override, etc., etc., etc. But when the president is tweeting stupid shit like this, and that a popular children's health care program should be part of a long-term solution, as opposed to a 30-day or short-term extension, you have no communication between the White House and the fucking legislative branch. And even further, if there's no communication, how can he support it? Other than just the basis, oh, hey, yeah, I support it. It's okay. Excuse me? This is the problem here with the White House, is that our president he's not on the same page with our legislators, and he's definitely not on the same page with our fucking judicial committee. If it does not fit into his little world, it does not fucking matter. That tweet, especially with them saying, where was it, a 6-year extension? That's not a short-term solution. That is a long-term solution. In politics, that is a long-term extension. 6 years is 2 presidencies. That's the 2020 election. Yeah, that's the 2020 election, and that's just before campaigning for the 2024 election. That is a huge thing. Right? Yeah, 6 years. Yeah, it'll actually go through that. It's 2018 now, so 2024. Yeah. 2 presidencies. This will affect 2 presidencies. 2 different terms, possibly. That is a very big extension. And for fucking President Trump to say should be part of a long-term solution, he is not in communication with our legislators. And that is worrisome. If there's one thing I can say about President Obama, is that President Obama stayed informed about what was going through the House and what was going through Congress, what was going through the Senate. He stayed informed about that. He stayed on top of that. And I can respect that from the man. President Trump, it seems to me that unless it directly, like he directly is a part of it in some way, like the wall, which I already, oh God, don't get me started on that again. But if it's about the wall, he's laser-sighted in. But if it's something completely like this, the Children's Health Insurance Program, CHIP. Huh? What was that? Oh, okay. I guess I should intervene. Yeah, I need to write a tweet that's gonna be huge. It's starting to become fucking just the same old bullshit. I'm firmly believing that the fucking White House, that Trump is just sitting there as a figurehead. This is the first time I ever thought Illuminati bullshit. But I firmly believe that Trump is just sitting there as a figurehead and everything's just being run by fucking Mattis and McMaster's. Like, oh god, this whole fucking... No, just Trump, here, go play with this fucking yo-yo. Here's a Rubik's Cube with 2 colors. Figure it out. I mean, for fuck's sake. This is not fucking hard to do. They send you every fucking morning, you have a security brief, which you have to fucking read, and then every fucking day you're gonna get something from the fucking legislative branch about, hey, this is what we're going through. This is from the GOP. This is from the Democrats. Just so you're aware, it's not that fucking hard to keep track of this. But of course, he also has a fucking Twitter team. Yeah, he has a fucking team dedicated to tweeting. Our tax dollars are paying for people in the White House to mold and shape Trump's fucking Twitter. Someone shoot me. All right, let's hop in the comments. Korea's going to do Olympics. Fuck yeah. I'm actually thrilled about that. Korea's going to do Olympics as one country as well. And that is a very positive sign of what's happening with the Koreas. You know, I testified in front of the committee in Nashville last year. Stand by. Joint blog, Tennessee Medical Marijuana. I will look at that in a second. I'd love to talk about that before we go on break. Lockheed is getting ready to launch a new kick-ass satellite. Devil advocate, marijuana is federally illegal. Same case applies. I am in, central near Campbell. No, I'm not near Campbell. What's up, Carrie from Fort Stewart, Georgia? Hope you got your emergency vouchers in, and if you didn't, I apologize. What's going on in the Mixer chat? What's up, Messed Up Jack? How you doing, buddy? We got, and yeah, I see... Yeah, I see what you're saying, Casey. What was Ryan's opinion, and so he can pass the ball to someone else. But he's the Speaker of the House. He has to be calm and cool. He's got to be sanguine, like they said. He's got to be able to, hey, it's okay. We're going to roll with the punches. Everything's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. We'll get this through the House, and then we'll send it off to the Senate, and life's going to be good. That's what Paul Ryan has to put out. He has to put out that cool hand Luke sort of vibe, you know? He has to be that chill sort of, everything's going to be fine. We're going to get this passed through. Don't worry about it. Hey, I'm trusting my whips to take care of this. Don't worry about it. If the shutdown happens, hope most people elected for only paid on the 1st. D-Max, that statement, it's a little confusing. I'm not really understanding that, brother. But yeah, back to Tennessee. Back to my state. Senate Bill 1633, by the way, thank you, Doc, I appreciate it. Introduced by Senator Jeff Yarbrough, establishes a defense to prosecution for the possession of marijuana in an amount not to exceed 1 ounce by declaring such possession is justified if possessed for the treatment of certain provable medical conditions. The measure was filed today in Tennessee Senate and quickly passed on the first consideration. The legislation must now go through the committee process and be approved by both the House and Senate before it can be sent to Governor Bill Haslam for consideration. According to the proposal, the person can prove a medical diagnosis of one of the following. It's the usual list, but we'll go through it. Cancer, glaucoma, human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, or acquired immune deficiency syndrome, AIDS, hepatitis C, amyotrophic lateral Tourette syndrome, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, post-traumatic stress disorder. Ooh. Severe arthritis, fibromyalgia, Alzheimer's disease, Kashiza, or wasting syndrome, peripheral neuropathy, intractable pain that has not responded to ordinary medications, treatment, or surgical measures for more than 6 months, severe nausea, seizures, including without limitation, those characteristic of epilepsy, or severe and persistent muscle spasms, including without limitation, those characteristics of multiple sclerosis. Wow, KJ, you really are fucking great at pronouncing words. That word. MS. There we go. We'll use the abbreviation, MS. Section 2 of the bill states that this act shall take effect upon becoming a law, the public welfare requiring it. So basically, if it becomes a law, it gets passed immediately. That's excellent. You don't hear me talk about medical marijuana often. You know, yeah, KJ, word of the day, scoliosis. God damn it, I fucking said it right! Ah! But, back to medical marijuana. You don't hear me talk about marijuana often because it is federally legal, but more and more and more states are pushing for the legalization for medically and recreationally because it's a fucking plant. I mean, seriously. Now, the biggest concern I have for it if it becomes approved recreationally is a company like Marlboro or a company like fucking, not Marlboro, but RJ Reynolds, or whoever makes my fucking, Copenhagen. I forgot who makes it. Whatever. One of the fucking majors. But they start getting involved and they start fucking putting in additives and making things weird. Yeah. It's that's what I'm worried about when it comes to recreational use if it becomes legalized. But because we're looking at medical, especially with the inclusion of post-traumatic stress disorder, that is fantastic for our veteran community. We all know what pot does. I don't know how many people smoke it. I smoked it. And pot is simple as fuck. You take a hit, you mellow out, you lay there, and then, of course, if you're a KJ, you end up doing this for 30 minutes. And for 30 minutes, you're sitting there wondering why one arm raises, and then your other arm starts to raise and equally go down. And then you sit there and have this whole existential crisis because you know you're leaning back in a chair, but it feels like you're sliding out of the chair. You know that you're sitting upright in the chair, but it feels like you're sliding out of the chair. And that's it. That's the worst thing that's ever happened to me with smoking pot. Except for one time. It was laced with something and I had a really bad trip. But that's the worst that's ever happened to me, smoking pot. And if it becomes legalized medically, that means our brothers and sisters that have PTSD, okay, the VA is not going to prescribe it because it is illegal federally. But if they go to a doctor with their, hey, I have post-traumatic stress disorder, and I've been taking all these pills, and I've been taking all these things, I don't like the side effects, you know, what would it take for me to get prescribed this and come at it as an adult, as a, hey, this is medication, what do I need to do? You need to try everything for 6 months, and if it doesn't work for 6 months, well, we're going to get you some pot. Woohoo! And not even to mention the fucking tax benefits. Pot, look at Colorado, look at fucking Oregon, look at California. Oh my God, they got money from it. And a lot of that money went back into schools. It went into infrastructure. It went into all those things that keep your fucking state running. Hell to the yeah. I'm sorry to hear about your dog not able to keep up with the puppy, D-Max. Send me some pictures, man. Let me tag me in some of the pictures, man. I'd love to see your pups, dude. We gotta chill more. I'm always so fucking busy, but we gotta chill more, D-Max. I know we gotta play some games together. You know, all in all, I'm just thrilled that Tennessee's finally pushed that through. There are a lot of people I know here that are just tired of fucking pills. Oh, someone's calling. What's going on? Hey there, you're live on WTF Nation Radio. Who this? Hello? Okay, bye. He disappeared on me. He decided he didn't want to talk. You hurt my feelings. You know, and yeah, when I have all that stuff right here below the screen, so like, you know, someone calls, like, oh my God, someone's calling. I have to immediately identify. Hello, what's going on? We're gonna ignore that. We're gonna get you back in here. We're gonna call you real quick. Bada bing, bada boom. Get to my history. Do this right. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Give a call real quick. Don't forget our fucking number is not working. So feel free to call the show now, 415-889-8367, 415-889-8367. Let me get your thoughts about Trump battling the GOP, medical marijuana, almost getting destroyed by an asteroid. Whatever you want to do, call the show now. Let's get you on the air. Give a call in, guys. Yeah, I'm just stoked. I am so stoked about medical marijuana being in Tennessee. I hope I hope our senators pass it. I hope that goes through without a problem, and I hope that it's just quick. That would be the best thing possible. And this is starting to get really, really annoying. I got if you see here, I got this little thing. I have this little thing here that moves, and this was originally my gaming headset. And what happens is when it moves, because it's not 100% stabilized, it decides to add static. So I have to tear this headphone apart and readjust the wires. Gotta love those sort of things, all the behind the scenes stuff that you're learning now. Oh man. Oh cool, and I found my scissors too. I was looking at my screen. Okay, we're gonna have a moment of joy here. We're gonna share a funny story. So KJ has a habit of. Oh, hey, someone's calling. Hey, you're live on the air at WTF Nation Radio. Who's this?
How are you doing today?
Hey, Doc. What's going on, brother?
Not much. Celebrating that we may have medical marijuana in the state of Tennessee. This is something that the lieutenant governor last year, I actually testified in front of the committee. Last year, he appointed Steve Dickerson, who's a state senator from the Nashville area, who happens to be an anesthesiologist, as well as House Representative Jeremy Faison, and he's from the Cosby area, which is just east of Nashville. I'm sorry, east of Knoxville. And this is something Representative Faison went to Colorado. There was a pediatric patient in his district who was having multiple seizures a day. I suffer from epilepsy because of a traumatic brain injury I suffered when I was in the military. And this is something we have this bitch, her name's Diane Black, and she's a state representative that says that marijuana is already legal for medicinal reasons, and that is through medication called Marinol. And I just happen to get Marinol through the VA for a wide variety of ailments. And that medication, if people do a little bit of the research on it, that medication was patented in 1985 by a company called Unimed Laboratories. And then it was repatented by AbbVie Pharmaceuticals, who did absolutely zero research on the medication. And then it was approved for the side effect of nausea from chemotherapy. Uh-huh. And that medication still to this day has been available in over 30 years, still to this day isn't available in generic form. The way that I address this is start with the pill form and then work it that way, not your typical Tennessee hillbilly. We need medical pot, and especially since Senator Dickerson is in on it. We've got a good physician that's on this committee that the speaker appointed, as well as Jeremy Faison, who's, there are many, many good benefits to the plant. It could help the economy. It could give us another cash crop to grow in the state of Tennessee, since now all the tobacco allotments are being bought out. If I did not get the drug Marinol through the VA, it's over $900 a month. And that is ridiculous how the pharmaceutical industry has America by the balls. You watch your national news, and there is medication, Trintellix for your depression, Trujeo. You get the little auto injector for people with diabetes and stuff. And, Diane Black's full of shit.
Oh, yeah.
If you could take 5 milligrams of Delta-9 THC, put it in sesame seed oil, and put it in a capsule, you give that to a pediatric patient, and they start to experience the side effects of it, like you were saying, a bad trip with marijuana laced with something. It doesn't necessarily mean that you roll a joint. There are several ways, to access the benefits of medical marijuana. It doesn't mean that you have to stay high, but this is something that we have to really be proactive for. This can replace a lot of the benzodiazepines like Xanax and Valium that the VA so freely throws out there. It gets down, when the legislation is drafted, you have to get down to what is considered intoxicating. and driving, because there was a case in front of the Supreme Court that stated, there's implied consent as far as it comes to alcohol, but there was a case that went in front of the U.S. Supreme Court in 2015 that you just can't draw blood from someone that's driving to see if they're intoxicated on narcotics or whatever.
I remember studying that case. I was starting school when that case was going through, and we took, I was in a litigation class, and we took a trip to go actually there for the actual hearing. And that was a huge that's a civil liberties issue. Okay, so for those who don't know, when you get pulled over for DUI, you have the option to refuse a breathalyzer, and you can opt to get your blood drawn. And what some counties were doing, not just in Tennessee, but also across the rest of the country, some counties were completely and totally avoiding the breathalyzer, skipping that step, dragging you in, and just giving you a straight blood test. And that was a huge case where it now prevents that infringement, that illegal search and seizure, because you have to be given the option of the breathalyzer first. And that is a huge thing. And when it comes to medical marijuana and when it comes to medical THC, especially looking up Marinol and what's it called? What's the official name? Dronabinol, which is the the man-made form of the actual natural substance.
Yeah, I just got Dronabinol from the VA, and it's extremely expensive. But when you have a patient,
I hate
they
to
actually
ask this,
come up with this.
Doc, I hate to ask this. How much is Dronabinol? Let's say for a 30-day supply. If you've been prescribed it, how much is it for a 30-day supply?
In excess of $900, and that is with a grocery store chain called Food City. It's through
Jesus Christ, $900 for a pill?
Yes, and the pill has been in existence for over 30 years. It has a patent on it, and it was originally approved by the FDA for the treatment of AIDS patients because of their appetite. And then in 1995, AbbVie Pharmaceuticals got another patent for it to help offset the side effects of chemotherapy.
So
I was given the medication for it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Finish what you were saying. I'm sorry. Finish what you were saying.
Yeah, I was given the medication by my neurologist because of the low side effects, and it was used to stimulate my appetite. I have gastroparesis, which is a paralyzed stomach. But the things that, a patient has to prove or has to go through, and I'm glad that in this piece of legislation they have that wide array of illnesses and ailments and disorders like post-traumatic stress disorder. If it's available for medicinal, at least research it. But you have pediatric patients that are 2 and 3 years old having multiple seizures a day that can't take that tablet. Maybe you can find a compounding pharmacy who can place it in, a liquid form so that you can place it under the patient's tongue.
Yeah.
We can see how much Delta-9 THC, which is the psychoactive ingredient in marijuana, we can see how much Delta-9 THC, cannabinol, and everything else that the plant has. We can measure it just like we can nicotine in tobacco.
Yep. And
and it is it's crazy how the medication, how the plant went to a Schedule 1, yet we can still access it so long as we have the pill form.
Yeah.
Which is just like I said, synthetic Delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol.
Yeah, and hey, Doc, it's
ridiculous. This needs to be something nationwide.
Yeah, I understand that, Doc. I completely agree. But hey, I got to cut you off. We got to get our guest in here because we got to go on break. So what we're gonna do, Doc? I appreciate you calling in, talking about medical marijuana. I appreciate you putting up that good fight here in our state. That's definitely something I support, especially someone near and close to my heart, my wife. The best medication for her is pot. She's got Lyme disease.
Right.
Lyme disease. She's in remission from Lyme disease and severe nervous system damage. And it's
neuropathic.
Yeah, neuropathic. Thank you. And marijuana is THC. It's the best medication for it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to legalization in all 50 states, and Tennessee being one of the few states in the South that is moving towards that. Hell yeah, I appreciate your fight for it too, man. But let me get you out of here so
Most
we can
definitely.
get Jonathan on here.
Thanks for bringing the gut truck to the motor pool. Thanks for bringing the gut truck to the motor pool and feeding me tacos on Tuesday and Thursday.
Hey, not a problem, man. You're always welcome here, brother. All right, I'll see you later, man. Oh man, yeah. Like I said, my wife, she's in remission from Lyme disease. She has, nervous system issues because of it. She had multiple surgeries and things got damaged, and yeah, pot helps with that. And that, Crohn's disease, another thing here with medical marijuana that they're in Tennessee, they're saying that you can treat for Crohn's disease is a bitch. My ex-sister-in-law has Crohn's, and it's a pretty severe form of it. And yeah, her fucking smoking pot helps her, shit like that. But with that being said, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna be away for about 10-ish minutes, and we're gonna come back with Jonathan Davis from Veteran Esquire Legal Solutions, our first guest here on the Taco Truck. So yeah, we'll be back in about 10 minutes, and for everyone there, just sit back, relax, enjoy the music, and as always, shots.